needed for Salem from the available 120 balls. A lot of planning, a lot of experienced bowlers really. Murugan Ashwin, we know what he can do with the ball. Gurjapneet, it's good to see that he's fit and fine and part of that huddle. His experience will come handy. He was with the Chennai Super Kings camp, the recently concluded Indian Premier League. Will need to strike early on, and that's exactly what they'd be thinking. And just like that, the players have taken the field. And as Chaturveda need to be really wily in order to rotate his bowlers. He needs to use his bowlers to best effect. And there you go, the most capped player for Salem. It's Abhishek. He's played 38 innings, 441 runs. Nothing much in terms of the strike rate, but all they need is a good start. The 38 being his best, but all he needs to do now is just get his team to a good start. And joining him will be Hari Nishant. 1,561 runs in the Tamil Nadu Premier League, a strike rate of 127.3. So how can they start things here? You can see Thamrai Kannan. Gautam Thamrai Kannan has been with the Laika Kowe Kings for 2 seasons. And now he's here for the Madurai Panthers. 30 wickets in his career. An economy of 8.61. He's taken a 4-wicket early on, and that's the gesture for the impact player activated. B. Anirudh Sitaram, he had a great start with the bat, and he makes way for M. Karthik. And that's exactly the bowler Murugan Ashwin spoke about. He's got that international experience. Karthik Mayappan, he's taken a hat-trick in the international arena. That's exactly what they'd be hoping that he'd do for the Madurai Panthers as well. A slip in place. It's Thamrai Kannan to open the bowling. That's the first ball, slip in place, and starts off with the dot ball. Is the first of the double headers in Tamil Nadu Premier League. It's the day game, hot conditions. They've managed 164 Madurai Panthers. Now it's up to the bowlers. Abhishek's got a lot of experience with the team. First runs on board from Abhishek, the captain. Gurjapneet, the fielder there. Strike now for Hari Nishant. It's interesting, Hari Nishant is up against his former team, Sika Madurai Panthers. And just like that, it's me, Vishnu from the Combox. Joining alongside me is Sadagopal Ramesh. Good evening, Ramesh.
Good evening, Vishnu. I think probably they're short about 15-16 runs. They should have got to that 180 mark. But when you're batting first, it's always a challenge because your target keeps, it's a variable. It's like running towards a cliff. You don't know where it ends.
And here comes the philosopher Ramesh. But looking at that best spell of Thamrai Kannan, which came in the last season, it was against the Sika Madurai Panthers. He took a 4 for 20. And it'll be interesting to see if he can repeat those exploits in this game as well. Of course, he was playing for the Laika Kowe Kings then.
I think they allowed Salem to come back into the game in the last 2 overs. In fact, in the last 3 overs, Vishnu, they got only about 15 runs, out of which there was a 6 and a wide. So technically speaking, they've got about 8 runs in 17 deliveries. That's I think you open the gates for Salem there. And is it going to be the Salem Mangoes or Madurai Mallis?
Of course, I was just waiting for that reference. The Salem Mangoes is world renowned, known for its amazing taste, and now we've just... What a shot! It's on the onside, but we'll just get a single. it's okay. They can start slow. They can just sort of build this partnership, get the momentum going, put the pressure on the bowlers. Just looking at the Salem Spartans dugout. Quite a few options really for the Salem team. There's Sunny Sandhu, Harish Kumar who's retained, Puya Muri, and that's the coach.
I think he was the captain for Salem last year, right? So he is now the coach for Madurai. So probably he knows the way they think, Salem Spartans.
Yeah, Shijit Chandran, TNPL veteran. On the offside, in the gap. It's a Sriram Capital fantastic for to end the over. 6 without loss after 1.
This is a living, breathing key to a lifestyle millions dream of. This is a racehorse. Experience the passion, experience the connection, experience the moments, both on and off the track, with the only global racing and lifestyle community in India. Join the K World today and unlock the time of your life.
We get to see Gurjapneet. We were hoping to see Gurjapneet in the IPL. He was with the Chennai Super Kings camp. But here he is. It's the 3rd season for Gurjapneet with the Madurai Panthers. Look at those economies. Under 7, 3 for 15 is best. 29 wickets so far in his TNPL career, and all of them for the Madurai Panthers. Slip in place for Hari Nishant. And that's really well played. That's placed to perfection. It's a Sriram Capital fantastic 4. It was a crucial 4 really. Be prepared for crucial moments in life with Sriram Chits.
Fantastic shot. Beautiful shot. I think as a left-hander, the ball is pitching onto your pads. All you have to do is just time the ball. More often I've not seen left-handers miss this ball. Right-handers probably. But left-handers, they are so strong on the pads. He never missed his shot.
A southpaw yourself, you'll be happy with these shots that's coming off Hari Nishant's bat. Because we've seen you do that for the country for many, many years. And it's an opportunity for these youngsters to represent the country. And we've seen a lot of them do that. TNPL arranges that platform. It's an opportunity for the youngsters to shine and show what they got.
I think in power play, all you need to do is time the ball well. You'll get those boundaries. Sai Sudarshan, one of my favorite batters, has decoded one simple formula that you don't have to really go bang bang. You know, play those aerial shots. Just time the ball like normal cover drives and the on drives and the off drives. You'll still end up with a 150, 160 strike rate and also can score a lot of runs. All I need is a mango. I need a knife and cut it and eat it. Why should I go for a sickle?
Ramesh, can you use your influence and get some Salem mangoes here? It'd be really nice if you can do so, but that's not so nice from the bowler. A short ball, a tad too short and tad too high. A wide given.
But obviously he's been the star bowler in TNPL. That's why he got picked for IPL. Doesn't matter, you didn't get any opportunity. But when you're coming back from a team like CSK, or any IPL team for that matter, you get into the TNPL, you are going to be loaded with so much of confidence, Vishnu.
And a high amount really that the CSK picked him, but this is really well played. It's good shots, but won't get a boundary, but still will rotate the strike. Gurjapneet was bought for 2.2 crores by the CSK management. He couldn't play a game, but just shows the faith that the management has on him and what he can deliver. Ramesh, we don't doubt. I think you just need to take a bat and just go out there and have a swing. Yes, that's just us advertising that Ramesh is still up for grabs. In that opening slot, if anyone needs, and that's a top edge, and what a catch! Ganesh does a really fine job, had to make some adjustment in the end, but really well collected. That's the first breakthrough given here from Gurjapneet.
I was just telling you, it doesn't matter, he didn't get an opportunity in IPL, but his comeback from a great platform, serve, excel, matic, catch of the match. Always it's a tense moment, right? Because there is a confusion between the keeper and the fielder. Fantastic catch in the end. He struck nicely. So 13 for 1 Salem. Nishant goes for 6.
ये तो भला हो Amazon Prime का सिर्फ 399 में पूरे साल फ्री डिलीवरी के साथ जबरदस्त ऑफर्स भी मिलते हैं। नीचे रख।
जो दिल चाहे, it's on Amazon Prime. Unlimited free and fast delivery. Everyday offers. Shopping plans start at rupees 399 per year.
The first wicket falls in this chase for Salem. And it's Hari Nishant who had to go. Gurjapneet, an excellent delivery, gets the top edge, gets a wicket. And now it's the turn of Nitish Rajagopal. 815 runs in his TNPL career strike rate of 121.1, a best of 76. But he's just got to stay there and give some support to his captain.
Extra bounce. Extra bounce is a tall, fast bowler, mind you, so he's going to get that extra bounce. Also, probably a little more quicker than the previous balls, but surprised the batter. Really disappointed, highly talented player, but so far he's not justified the performance for the talent, Hari Nishant.
This one not connected once again. There's a fielder, won't carry to him. But just in that catch that we saw earlier, we saw Ram Arvind also making a go for that. Also, he's a keeper, but it was Ganesh who sort of caught it in the end. And again, a great bouncer.
He's trying to probably rattle the batsman out with the short pitch deliveries. That's what I was telling you. When you're batting chasing, you know you have a constant target. You're not going to, you can't sway away from the target. You need to keep going irrespective of the situation. But when you're batting first, it's sometimes tricky because you're running towards a cliff. You don't know where it ends, so it keeps changing.
Oh, that's excellent. 8 runs and a wicket off this over. 14 for 1 after 2.
The tyres we race are the tyres you buy. MRF.
Abhishek and Rajagopal out in the middle for Salem Spartans. Hari Nishant having to part early, 6 runs. And now it's Nitish Rajagopal who's on strike against Tamre Kannan. It's the experienced Gurjapneet who provided that breakthrough for Madurai. What can Tamre Kannan do here? Slip in place. He's hit that nice. He's hit that in the gap. That's really well played on the offside. Placed to perfection. Sriram Capital, fantastic for that. 4 has worked magic like Sriram working Capital on.
Keep it simple in the power plays. Just play these normal cricketing shots. No need to try something extraordinary. You don't have to go for those unconventional shots. This ball deserves to be cut. You just play these cricketing shots, cover drive, off drive. Maybe even if you find 2 of the shots going in the gaps, you're going to get 2 boundaries. That's good enough for me. Vishnu!
There's nothing stopping him. There's nothing stopping the little fella. Again, really nicely struck, but finds the fielder. But that's exactly what they got to do. Just play shots down the ground. Establish a good partnership. Abhishek's got a good start. He's just got to give. Just got to stay and build this partnership as much as they can. But now, here's bad news for the bowling team. Tamre Kannan, just when you thought it was a dot ball, it's a no ball, and that's the confirmation.
Many times you've seen the batter miss out on the free hit because they try to hit more harder, because Nitish Rajagopal should do what he did in the first ball. Just time the ball, time the ball. You'll get the boundary or sixer.
He's hit that on the offside and he'll get the runs for it. It was a free hit. He had the license to thrill. And thrill, yes, what a shot. Shriram Capital, fantastic for as secure as Shriram's life insurance plans.
I'm a little baffled here. Somebody, who can bowl the medium pace like 125, 126 could bowl a no ball like that, because I can understand if you're a Bretley or Shogatar, you're steaming in so fast, sometimes the body pushes because you want to go that 140, 145 mile. So sometimes you tend to overstep because you need that push in the body. So you steam in so fast. It doesn't have a fast run up. Neither is bowling at 140s. So he's got to be careful with the no balls.
There's a sweeper cover in place after that boundary. Slight adjustments in the field. This is a good over so far. 9 runs have come off the first 3 balls.
That's a better delivery. Even if you bowl a full toss, when you bowl it on the stumps, there is always a pressure on the batter. Because even if you miss it, there is a 0.1% for you to get the out. But when you bowl it outside the off stump or outside the leg stump, already the batter feels the confidence to connect the ball.
Oh, what a shot. That's beautifully driven. 4 beautifully driven, just like Sriram's instant 2-wheeler loans.
Vishnu, we have seen 3 boundaries in this over. I would say the last one was a beauty, absolute beauty. It's absolute ripened mango. Beautiful shot. I think, see, all the conventional shots, he's not tried something extraordinary. He didn't go for the aerial route all along the ground. He got 3 boundaries and also got 13 runs in this over.
Yeah, Nitish Rajagopal, he was with the Nillai Royal Kings camp the previous season. Getting a good start for the Salem this season. And something that's eluded the Salem Spartans is that trophy. Their best finish was a 7th spot finish in seasons 2021 and 2023. The previous season, they finished number 8, and they're just looking to turn things around. Nitish Rajagopal making a strong case for that.
After 3 overs, Madurai were 28, and now they're 27. It's evenly poised in the first 3 overs. Maybe a... Oh, look at that. They're also 28. 28 for 1. Is he checking the no ball again?
This is just becoming troublesome for Thamurai Kannan. Yet another no ball. That means it's a free hit, and it'll be the captain Abhishek who will get that free hit. They can't make any adjustments to the field, and once again, just not done.
This is not done, Vishnu. This is not done. I was telling you, unless, okay, if you're a Marco Janssen, you have that kind of height. Even if you don't have that quick run up, you can overstep. Or you bowl at 145, 150s, yes, you can overstep. But 125 is not that tall. You keep doing that. This is the 2nd time he's done it in this over. It's already fetched a boundary for the Salem Spartans. Another one coming.
Yeah, it's just really a license there for Abhishek, but just gets a single. And 30 for 1 it is for Salem after 3.
ये तो भला हो Amazon प्राइम का। सिर्फ 399 में पूरे साल फ्री डिलीवरी के साथ जबरदस्त ऑफर्स भी मिलते हैं। नीचे रख।
जो दिल चाहे, it's on Amazon Prime. Unlimited free and fast delivery. Everyday offers. Shopping plans start at ₹399 per year.
$30 for 1 after 3, 16 of those coming in the previous over. It's the captain who's on strike. In comes the leggy Murugan Ashwin, 61 wickets in his TNPL career, has the IPL experience as well. 4 for 21, doing his best. If there's anyone who can turn the game around, it's Murugan Ashwin. With that experience that he has, what's he going to do here? He's got a slip in place for Abhishek. The deep mid wicket as well. That's a good start. Some bit of turn, gets a single, gives the strike back to Nitish Rajagopal. Nitish Rajagopal has got a great start in this game, hasn't he? And which is why he could be the British Empire Package Drinking Water High Voltage Player of the Match with that 175 strike rate. Just have to wait and see how he's going to pace this chase, how he's going to construct his innings.
It's a bit of a gamble from the fielding skipper. You've brought in a leg spinner. I know he's a seasoned campaigner, magnificent bowler, Murugan Ashwin, but still the left-hander is batting on the other side. He's got 3 boundaries in the last over. This is going to be very, very interesting, Vishnu. And he's bowling the power play.
Ramesh, this is something that I've always wanted to ask you. Sometimes these matchups, do they sort of stretch a bit? Sometimes when you have a very good bowler in your ranks, isn't it sort of better to bowl that? What are your thoughts on that? What are your thoughts on matchups that tend to run a lot these days?
Depends on the bowler and the batter. If you're highly skilled, the leg spinner bowling to any left-hander is always... See, one of the most high-quality bowlers that you can talk about leg spinners, Shane Warne, obviously. But he's the most dangerous bowler to any left-hander because there is going to be a lot of rough marks. People think that leg spinner bowling to a left-hander is always an advantage. But especially in test matches, it's a nightmare because you'll see a lot of foot marks from the tall bowlers like Megra or Gillespie created for the last 2 days, and he's just going to come and bowl there. But in T20 still, he's proven that he's extremely effective in the first year itself in the IPL. So if you have the skill, that's very close, but Madan Gopal says...
Will be given leg buys, but it's interesting because it looked really close. It's a fair bit of appeal from the fielding team. What's the decision going to be in terms of the IOB DRS? They choose not to go for it. So that's 4 runs off leg buys.
Let's take a look at it. I think maybe umpire's call. And you're trying to put the pressure on the umpire who's seen the appeals from players like Rashid Khan in the last week. So he's not going to reel under pressure.
Of course, you spoke about Shane Warne, and you've played Shane Warne a fair bit.
So when you talk about the matchups, it's all, the question is, a few bowlers, they take the equation out of it. That's outside off stump. Yep, the impact is outside off stump, also going above the stumps. That's a good call from the umpire.
In the air, this should be taken, and it is. The captain has to go. And Murugan Ashwin striking in his very first over. The second wicket falls for Salem.
What an over from the experienced leg spinner. This one turned, also bowled it outside the stump on an easy catch. Surf Excel-matic catch of the match. And Salem under pressure, losing the second wicket. It's going to be 36 for 2 after 4 overs.
The tires we race are the tires you buy. MRF.
.36 for 2. SKM Salem Spartans after 4 as R. Coven, the wicketkeeper, makes his way out to the middle. Slightly different role for him. Normally he plays as an opener. This is why he's in. Murugan Ashwin. The brilliant delivery, inducing that miss hit, and captain takes captain. Vignesh comes into the attack now. 4th bowler in 4 overs. 14 matches, 10 wickets, still nascent stages of his TNPL career. As Subramaniam Badrinath joins me in the comm box.
Evenly poised contest here. 36 for 2.
This game, Salem Spartans, they needed some wickets in the power play to be in the game here. They've got it. 128 of 95. They need a good partnership.
That's the equation. 128 runs, 95 balls. That's not so much the worry. We've seen chasing has been successful at this venue, but they've lost 2 wickets inside the power play, and still an over and some left in the power play. They have 38 runs already. How do you recalibrate? You've lost 2 wickets, so how many runs are you looking for in the remainder of the power play, Badri?
You need to get a partnership here first. 1 over, 1 ball at a time. The momentum is definitely with the Madurai Panthers at the moment. Anywhere between 45 to 50 is still reasonable, I would say. Not chasing a huge score here. The required rate just 8.1. Couple of boundaries will put them right back on track. The important thing is patience.
And snacks. Get the ice cream out. It's quite hot outside. So ice cream is out, popcorn is out.
What's your favorite flavor, Shibani?
Chocolate, undoubtedly. But coffee is a close second. How about you?
Strawberry. I'm not a fruity person in real life, but then I love the fruity flavors in ice creams. I love strawberry, maybe mango.
So all the fruity flavors. Now is mango season, so you'll get quite a bit of that. Alfonso?
There's a brand that sells ice cream only with fruity flavors. That's my favorite brand. Can't mention it on air, but we've got all the different flavors from the fruits.
We'll have to check your socials for it later then.
Yeah, very much. It's available on many apps.
Left-hander on strike for the last ball of this over. Nitish Rajagopal. Brilliantly bowled, just 4 runs off the 5th over, 40 for 2.
The tires we race are the tires you buy. MRF.
Gurjapneet Singh to bowl the final over of this power play. Can he pick up 1 more? That would really put the SKM Salem Spartans on the back foot.
Sedate power play here from the Salem Spartans. Gurjapneet, he's been entrusted with the crucial 6th over. To go either way, the 6th over, you can get a extra wicket, or the batting side might just decide to push the accelerator. Which way is it going to go? 5 balls left. They need to move on, Salem Spartans.
Pulled away. It's in the stands. R. Coven with a Sharon Ply Super 6.
It had to come. The ball crosses the boundary after 16 deliveries with a 6. Rock back, swiveling it. Excellent timing. Coven using the pace and bounce of the bowler, deposits it in the stand. It's the first 6 for the Salem Spartans. Probably need many more. 4 more balls to go. Bowler under a little bit of pressure.
Good follow-up delivery. 2 dots and a 6. Where's this one going, Badri?
I have a bad feeling about this delivery from batting perspective. I don't know why.
Just don't say it. Then Hemang will say commentator's curse.
See, this is the thing. That is why I'm calling it. I'm saying that the pressure is building now on the batsman. It's not the 4s and 6s, but the in-between deliveries. Plenty of dots that I'm seeing in TNPL. 17 dot balls already. It's just the 6th over. You can't play 50% of your balls in dots. It's not done as a batting unit. The pressure keeps building on you. The 6 is nullified now. It's still a good over for the fielding side. Just 6 runs coming off the 4 deliveries. He will take it.
A change in field. Third comes into the circle. Deep point in position. Guides that. And that point fielder was in the right position. Good change on the field by Chaturved. Coven, who's out there in the middle, had a brilliant 70 off just 45 deliveries against the Sika Madurai Panthers last year in match number 3. Fantastic through that offside. Does pack a punch. When he gets going, it's hard to stop him.
He's not like that today. It's Coven. Last ball of power play. Just might be the single. End of 6. 48 for 2.
The tyres we race are the tyres you buy. MRF.
A brilliant catch there from the keeper S. Ganesh. Swirling in the air, made good ground and put in the dive. Nidish Rajagopal, the textbook cover drive. And that was the second wicket to fall, which was the captain S. Abhishek.
Even Stevens here. Both of them at 48 and end of power play. Salem Spartans losing 1 wicket more. Let's not forget the 19th and 20th over that they bowled. Excellent over by Mohammad. The 19th and Puya Murray could be the difference.
You mentioned those 2 overs combined. They only conceded 7 runs, which is absolutely incredible at any stage of the game. As the 50 comes up for the SKM Salem Spartans with that single. But particularly the last 2 overs only going for 7. You don't see that often these days.
Yeah, now they can take the time. The required rate within control. All they need is a couple of blows. A 10-12 run over will bring the required rate down. But this is a crucial passage of play. They need to take the game deep. It's the buggy cam doing its job.
Allows the single. And I guess we're outside the power play, first over after the power play. But you spread all your fielders out. The 5 fielders have gone outside the circle. What is your view on that? Do you immediately put all your 5 fielders out, or do you make the batters force you to push the fielders out and maybe keep at least 1 more inside?
5 fielders out, definitely. Shivani, straight away after power play in T20 cricket. There's no question. The batsman is always coming after you. Singles are bowlers' friends. It's the way it is. 6 runs per over. You will take it any day, isn't it? You'll let the batsman take a chance, give yourself an opportunity to take the catch. So you put the 5 fielders out always after the power play.
All right, Coach Badri, we'll write that down. Nicely played, cut away for a 4 to end the over. 5 singles, followed by a 4, makes it 9, 57 for 2.
The tires we race are the tires you buy. MRF.
Let's take a look at the Dream 11 commentators leaderboard. Badri, you're down at number 5. I didn't expect that from you.
I'm not great in the fantasy world. I like to live in the real world, Shabani.
Suryanand into the attack. He's on debut. Suryanand.
Last ball of the previous over. Kevin putting it away. Nice shot that. He played the ball late. That's what enabled him to find that gap between point and sweeper cover.
Left arm pace, left-handed batter. A good all-rounder, Suryanand. Before start of play, receiving his cap from Gurjapneet Singh, a fellow left-arm pacer. Congratulations, it's always an honor to receive that cap. And he gets an opportunity here today to showcase his skills.
One left armer getting the cap from another left armer. Suryanand seems to be slightly slingy. Skiddy type of bowler. Not using his right arm. These are the first things that I can notice of him. He's got a good start, 3 dot deliveries.
He holds for a fraction of a second in that delivery stride before he unleashes.
Reasonable pace there. 135 clicks, not bad. Rather pretty good for teen peel standards, I would say. Slightly oldish ball. This is the 8th over.
They're just warming up. 125 that first delivery, and pace increasing as this over progresses. The right-hander on strike now. Beautifully bowled. Block hole delivery.
What a start the youngster has got. 4 dot balls, just 1 run conceded. This was a good Yorker. Last delivery as well, almost 135 clicks. It's pretty good.
A change, a variation to end the over. 8 overs gone, just 1 run off that over. 58 for 2.
The tires we race are the tires you buy. MRF.
58 for 2 after 8 overs, chasing a target of 165, the Salem Spartans. And we see the introduction of Karthik Mayappan. A lot of people are very keen to see him in action. It'll be interesting to see what the wrist spinner can conjure on this track. There's a little bit of help for the spinners, and he obviously would have been very keen to bowl on the surface. Not really looking to make the ball turn, just pushing it away to the left-hander. And beside me in the comm box is Trish Kamli. Trish, good evening.
Good evening, sir. I think before we start, they've just reviewed that particular delivery.
Wide not given, so the batter is gone for a review. The decision holds. Use of his feet, he's looking to go big, and he clears the boundary. A maximum here. Sharon Ply, super 6 for the left-hander.
Excellent shot here from Nitish Rajagopal. Figured out that he can come down the track. The line of attack was within the stumps. Decided to go over the deep mid-wicket region. Generally, the go-to shot for the left-handers for the incoming deliveries. Karthik Mayappan is welcomed with a 6. We're just talking about how a lot of them are excited to see him bowl. But here he's got a strong welcome.
Off the leading edge. Lucky to get away with it. The wrist spinner deceiving the left-hander. Good comeback by him after a 6 of the previous delivery.
This was before play today. The debutant receiving the cap. Very, very happy and a memorable moment for him. He's played for the UAE, and today will be his debut game at the TNPL.
Bowling much quicker through the air is the wrist spinner, Karthik Mayappan. Perhaps trying to settle down before he mixes it up, changes his pace, varies his pace. And he's up against a left-hander, and that's one of the reasons why he's always looking to try and curtail the time available for the batters in the air. And Krish was talking on behalf of all the left-handers. The go-to shot is over mid-wicket.
Very true. I think indeed most of the left-handers would target that mid-wicket region, especially for the incoming deliveries, and that's exactly what Nitish Rajagopal also decided to do.
I was only concurring with your view. I was not trying to dispute it. Played out to long on for a single. 67 for 2, Salem Spartans.
The tyres we race are the tyres you buy. MRF.
This is match number 4 in the Shriram Capital TNPL 2025. Panthers were put into bat and they got to 164, helped by contributions from Ram Arvind, Atiko Rahman, chasing a target of 165. The Salem Spartans are 67 for 2, but they have a challenge on their hands because they're up against some quality spinners. The man on the screen is one of them, Murugan Ashwin. He's already picked up a wicket in his first over, and he'll be full of tricks. Swept away nicely, but that'll be picked up. It's such an important shot, the sweep shot against the spinners. One is that it makes the bowler think. And when you think of some help that you need, you'll have to call up that number, because Kaveri Hospital is always present with us to provide help in the case of any injuries. And they've been the partners of TNPL for many, many years. It's a strong partnership that. Played away out in the deep. They're pushing hard. That's good running. They come back for the second. If you don't find the boundary, try and put pressure on the fielder who's out on the boundary, is what they're doing.
You're looking at the replay again. Kavin, generally known for his big hitting abilities, now put in a different spot. He has to handle the middle order. So put in a space where he needs to get those single and double going.
Yeah, what Kavin does is that he quickly decides what exactly he needs to do. When he plays with the back foot, he's sprinting down the track, looking for a possibility. And Murugan Ashwin does the leg break of his. And 48% of his deliveries are leg breaks, and the wrong ones are 52%.
And that's the wide signal there by the umpire Madna Gopal. We're looking at the analysis again. It's predominantly relied on the googlies. Generally, we see most of the leg spinners would rely on their leg spinners.
That's hammered, and that'll clear the boundary by a huge margin. Superbly struck. Quickly onto the back foot, kept his shape going, and it was hit powerfully. Another Sharon Ply, super six.
Excellent position there. Nitish Rajagopal was playing it quiet for a few deliveries, but this time around banged it shot quickly, moved behind and went over the mid-wicket region. Not one of the good deliveries from Murugan Ashwin, known to bowl the fuller deliveries, but this time around a freebie for Nitish Rajagopal.
Straight down the ground, another boundary here. That's well planned. That's crossing the boundary safe and sound like Sriram's fixed deposits. He was waiting for a delivery which is off length, and he picked it up quickly.
Similar treatment here. The length was there, but this time the line was a little away. Nitish Rajagopal decided to go straight, had enough time, rocked back, and suddenly we feel like the last two deliveries has fetched him 10 runs. So his strike rate is slightly better here.
He's looked so good when he's retained his shape while playing shots. End of the over, 82 for 2 at the halfway stage, Salem Spartans.
ये तो भला हो अमेज़न प्राइम का। सिर्फ 399 में पूरे साल फ्री डिलीवरी के साथ जबरदस्त ऑफर्स भी मिलते हैं। नीचे रख।
जो दिल चाहे, it's on Amazon Prime. Unlimited free and fast delivery. Everyday offers. Shopping plans start at rupees 399 per year.
In this Sri Ram Capital TNPL, it's a double-header today. This is the first game. Madurai was Salem, and later on tonight you have Tirupur playing Dindigul. You've got possibly two of the best spinners in the country, Sai Kushore and Ravichandran Ashwin, figuring in that game. And tickets are available for all the games at district.in. Log in and get your tickets in a hurry, because they won't be available for too long. It's been a good over, the previous over for the Spartans. Rajagopal in good nick. And that's the reason Karthik Mayappan needs to try and provide a breakthrough here. He does like to bowl quicker through the air. Looking for a single direct hit will mean trouble for Kevin, but he makes it though.
This is definitely a very different role for Kavin. Suddenly he needs to start rotating the strike. Shy at the non-striker end, safe in the end. But at this point, I also think there has been a template that has been followed in the TNPL where they predominantly rely heavily on the spinners rather than the fast bowlers. Like for example, Surya Anand did very well considering he is making his debut. The first over, he's just given away 1 run. Probably continuing him at that point will give him more confidence, and that's how you build youngsters. And probably I feel this is where the captains have gone with a template or a very preconceived notion while leading the side.
Or the phrase comes into my mind, gut feeling.
That's another way to look at it.
He's striking the ball well, is Kevin, but he's unable to find the gaps. And that's something he needs to try and do more often here on. He's got to pay a bit late. The popcorns are out, all the snacks are out there for the crowd to munch while they watch this action. And of course, some ice creams, ice lollies, all sorts of refreshments are available for the crowd. This is a very popular tournament. We see the crowd supporting all these teams year in and year out. We always have a festive atmosphere at all the venues with people coming into the venues in good numbers.
Rightly put. I definitely see every year, this time of the year, I feel it's a celebration mode. People enjoy the cricket, especially they see a lot of Indian stars. Beautiful delivery there. This delivery was slightly slower compared to the other ones, because generally he's clocking at around 90, but this one is 86 kilometers per hour, which means he's tossing it up. The more you toss it up, you can extract a bit of spin, and that's what he's done.
Nicely spotted. No wonder you got so many runs while you're at the crease, spotting the variations and the speed stretch.
Thank you, sir, for the compliment. I think that's something I enjoy, just trying to read the game every now and then possible. At the end of 11, 85 for 2.
This is a living, breathing key to a lifestyle millions dream of. This is a racehorse. Experience the passion, experience the connection, experience the moments, both on and off the track, with the only global racing and lifestyle community in India. Join the K World today and unlock the time of your life.
(49-43) is a partnership. Kevin and Rajagopal doing a good job here. They have not only consolidated the innings, but they also picked the right bowlers to play big shots against. And they've not been afraid to even go after Murugan Ashwin, who was a highly reputed and experienced bowler. Change in bowling. Left arm seamer back into the attack. Starts off with a wide. And that brings up the 50 partnership.
We're looking at the owners of the Madurai Panthers. Sign of trouble in their eyes, but we're talking about Surya Anand. He started off very well. I really hope he continues to get that start that he had. But somewhere I feel that's where he's missed.
Nicely hit. Clearing the fielder comfortably enough. One bounce into the fence. That's another 4 here for the left-hander. And that was hit brutally.
Excellent shot there. The ball was meant to be hit, especially when you have your mid-off fielder inside. And the way that Nitish Rajagopal has been striking, all he had to do was just underneath the ball and go over the mid-off fielder.
That shot would have made Sadagopan and Ramesh proud. Three boundary riders for the left-handed seamer. And this partnership has been fantastic. They've gone about this in a fantastic manner. They've planned it well, they've executed it well.
A very important partnership in this chase, especially after losing those two quick wickets. The left-hand, right-hand combination, they did have to handle the likes of Murugan Ashwin. And Vignesh also bowled at that point. That's a good sign here for the Salem Spartans, because compared to the last year, this looks like a more settled side for me. In terms of their bowling and their batting, they're well-rounded.
Yes, so important to get a good squad in place in the auctions. And that's where the fortunes of the team is decided. The kind of squad you pick. And they've done well this year, brought in a lot of youngsters into the fold. And it's nicely balanced as well. They've got a good mix of all-rounders, bowlers and batters. Sometimes you tend to see sides in looking to bolster one department, they miss out on the other department, and then the combination becomes very skewed.
I completely agree with you on that, sir, because I feel most of your job is done when you're picking your squad right, and then it's only execution that's left to done during the tournament. And Salem Spartans have got a good auction.
Nicely played into the gap, another boundary here, and that boundary brings up the 50 for the left-hander. It's been a fabulous innings. We've seen some glorious shots during his half-century, and what has been very impressive has been his composure, and that is a key as far as anyone wanting to succeed under pressure.
That's his 650 in his TNPL career. Came at a very, very important time when they needed him to step up, especially after the quick fall of wickets. He ensured that he anchored and then is playing at a good strike rate also. Finishes off with a single at the end of 12, 98 for 2.
The tyres we race are the tyres you buy. MRF.
Salem Spartans lead another 67 to win the game. Definitely game on, but it's a great partnership that we're seeing between Rajagopal and Kavin. 62 runs off just 50 balls. But we've just seen a trend emerge here in Coimbatore, which is that chasing teams have won all the games that's played here so far. Well, it's a chance for Madurai Panthers to challenge that particular trend. But it's Rajagopal on strike. He scored 6 half-centuries in this particular tournament. And he's done a great job today in this chase as well. Hits it in the air, trying to find that gap. But it's Ram Arvind, really well run. Great communication between these two batters. Starts off with a 2. And the Salem have touched the 100 mark in this chase as I welcome Hemang Badani into the comm box.
Man on a mission here. Nitish Rajagopal has batted beautifully. He's been the man holding this innings together. 100 on the board. He's got more than 50% of the runs so far. There we go. Dream 11 fantasy points at the top of the pile. Nitish Rajagopal 88, Muhammad 84. He might get a chance to bat a little later. Hopefully not, is what they'll be thinking. But he's batted beautifully, Nitish Rajagopal. From the time he's come in, he's hit the ball well. He's peppered the offside, loves the offside. This was a special cover drive from him. Come the leg spinner. It was in his arc. Couple of sixes, one over mid-wicket off the short ball, and one off the front foot. He wasn't finished there. Putting away another one over the bowler's head. Still there, strong in the middle.
Just looking at that chart over there, is hit it everywhere, especially the ones on the leg side. Couple of sixes, and They say that patience is a virtue, and he's shown that. He's just taken his time, settled himself in nice and well, and he's changed gears at the moment. 37 balls, 54. A required rate of under 9. 8.3 is the required rate at the moment for the Salem to win this game. 65 runs needed still. It's a partnership of 64 so far. It'll be interesting to see how Madurai rotate their bowlers. It's very, very crucial. Now Karthik has bowled 2 overs, conceded 14. But with that international experience going in favor for him, can he do something different? Can he produce a magic here for the Spartans? Hits it on the offside. Hits it really well, but there is a fielder in the deep. We'll get just a run for that.
Struck that nicely, didn't find the gap though. Just get a feeling that the surface has gotten a lot easier in the second half. Panthers finding it easy, the ball coming onto the bat. There's not much spin or hold off the surface. Beautifully bowled. Nice line, nice length. Surprising, yeah, that one batter has batted so well, and on the same surface you find someone like Kevin who struggled. Nitish Rajagopal has loved the offside. 32% of his runs in the long off region, 11 in the cover region. It tells you quite clearly that's his dominant side.
Yeah, which is exactly why this wicket is much needed for the Panthers. See, come Madurai Panthers just need to do something aggressively here, because the partnership is slowly building on. It's come to 67 now. Kevin is playing the more sedate role. Rajagopal is just making things happen. There just seems to be a nice combination, and this is working for the team. The only thing that can get the Panthers back in this game is a wicket. Tries to go big, doesn't quite connect it. Still gets a single though.
Was there in the slot, was bowled, flighted up, was under the bat, didn't pick the googly.
Six so far, no boundaries conceded in this over yet. Can Rajagopal change that? Tries to change that, tries to go big, hasn't quite connected well. There are 3 fielders converging, and it's a comedy of error really. A chance put down and goes for 4. It's just adding salt to injury. Chaturved, the fielder on the occasion, the captain himself. End of the over, 108 for 2.
ये तो भला हो अमेज़न प्राइम का। सिर्फ 399 में पूरे साल फ्री डिलीवरी के साथ जबरदस्त ऑफर्स भी मिलते हैं। विचरक।
जो दिल चाहे, it's on Amazon Prime. Unlimited free and fast delivery. Everyday offers. Shopping plans start at rupees 399 per year.
It's that beautiful time of the day, the twilight zone. You see that sunset. And now we just got to see. And there you go, the moon's out as well, Himang. Nice and full. A beauty. And we can just see our Tamil commentator, Muthu, having fun with his friends in the stands. And you can do that as well. And get the tickets online and be here in Coimbatore, the best place to be. Non-stop cricket entertainment for the next few days. But this was the chance put down, Hemang. Will it prove costly?
And not just that, he parries the ball to the boundary. Puts him down, and then it goes away to the boundary ropes. Crucial catch if you ask me. Set batter Nitish Rajagopal. Bowled it! Didn't cost much to answer your question. Murugan Ashwin castles him. Middle stump, peg back.
Yes, and that's exactly what they needed. There was an opportunity the previous over, but it's the more experienced Murugan Ashwin absolutely bamboozled on that occasion through the gates. A big, big moment. Just like that, the Panthers are back in the game.
They needed this badly, and they've got the back of this man. Nitish Rajagopal batted beautifully. Has to go for 60. Salem 109 for 3.
ये तो भला हो अमेज़न प्राइम का। सिर्फ 399 में पूरे साल फ्री डिलीवरी के साथ जबरदस्त ऑफर्स भी मिलते हैं। नीचे रख।
जो दिल चाहे, it's on Amazon Prime. Unlimited free and fast delivery. Everyday offers. Shopping plans start at rupees 399 per year.
Ashwin providing hope here for the Sikkim Madurai Panthers. It's the settled Rajagopal who had to go and is the impact player activated here for the Salem Spartans. That's the confirmation. It's R. Vivek who's come out to bat. It's Ajit Ram who makes way for him. Ajit Ram, it's his first season with the Salem Spartans. It's his first game for the team. But now, what can Vivek do? Ajit Ram did really well in the first innings. He picked a wicket, was stingy with conceding his runs, and ooh, that's really well done. Was waiting for that googly there, Vivek.
Nicely bowled. Proper spin, proper leg spin. Completely beaten the batter, Nitish Rajagopal. This is a good matchup if you ask me. Vivek Raj versus Murugan Ashwin. Doesn't really fancy leg spin.
And there's a slip there. Oh, that's a brilliant googly. Does he get extra turn when he tries the googly?
That's his go-to ball under pressure. Predominantly uses the googly more than the leg spin.
Yeah, that spun a mile almost. So Vivek waiting to open his account and just sort of sense the pressure mounting. They need another 56 to win the game. It's a tricky phase, really. Can't afford to lose wickets, but at the same time, they can't afford those dot balls. There's already been 3 in this over. That's a short ball. It's an interesting field. There's good Japneet there. Just gets a run for that. And off the mark is Vivek.
Now Kevin also will have to up the ante. Until Nitish Rajagopal was in, he could take time and churn the strike to Nitish. With the new man in, Kevin will have to step up and up the ante.
Yeah, 55 still needed. That's the leg spin, just waiting for that googly, but makes that adjustment, gets a single, ends the over on Nelson. It's 111 for 3 after 14.
Tires we race are the tires you buy. MRF.
Madurai made 164 in their first innings, and Salem, they were well ahead, but you just see the curve sort of dipping down, and that's because they're in fact behind at the moment as things stand. Madurai were 115 for 3 after 14. Salem have managed just 111. They've lost 3 wickets as well. That means they still need 54, which is why the last 3 overs in the first innings, very, very crucial. Just 15 were conceded. So now we just have to wait and watch how Salem take this ahead. It's Kevin on strike. And it's the debutant Karthik. Going to finish his score of 4 overs. Starts with the dot ball. Hemang, the pressure slowly mounting, you reckon, for Salem?
If I was in the Salem dugout, I'll be sending a message to Kevin to try and bat with freedom. Give him an over or so, and if he doesn't really get going, maybe just get him back. There's enough batting in the dugout. There's Mohammed to come. There's Sunny Sandhu who can bat. There we go. He's just heard me. He's picked the short ball and put that away into the long on region. A much needed boundary.
He's almost launched that into space. And that's exactly what Salem needed. Shortly pitched and he was onto it in no time. Powerfully struck. Oh, and a great catch once again. That seems to just be the trend. The crowd catches. Surely there should be some prizes for that, Hemang. Surely.
I'm completely with you on that. There has to be a prize for a crowd catch.
Because some of the catches that we've seen here has been spectacular. And some of these guys could bag a contract as well with some of these teams, and that's the real spot of bother. It was actually sort of in favor of the Madurai Panthers so far, but slowly Salem playing catch up. 47 still needed. 7 has come so far from this over.
Vishnu, generally with 7 wickets in hand and 1 set batter, you would always lean towards the batting side. Required rate of 8.55.
And just like that, one more. And it's Vivek this time. 6 runs over extra covers. Nicely struck. Yet another Sharon Ply Super 6.
Oaring in length, a little too full. And he's a big boy, Vivek Raj. He's not going to miss out. Puts that over the ropes, just over the ropes, but was a flat 6. Big crucial over. Couple of 6s.
Yeah, he's hit 6s more than he's hit 4s. Just like that. That is why he generates that power and he launches into the crowd. In fact, I think this has gone out of it. I think it's sailed way past the Sri Ramakrishna Arts and Science College grounds. Where has it gone, Hemang?
He's picked the googly. He's gone with the spin. He's gone into the leg side. It's a massive 6. It's a 97-meter 6. It's the biggest of the tournament so far. It is huge.
Just when things were looking like it was going the Madurai way, in comes this over. It's the most expensive over so far in this game. 19 so far, 3 6s. Kevin was the one who started the proceedings, and now back-to-back 6s from Vivek. He's just hitting them nice and easy. Really powerful man. Can hit those long 6s. I reckon that was the longest 6 so far in the tournament as well. 97 meters it sailed. I'm surprised that the ball's come back so early. That's the pressure talking for Karthik. He's got to ball that last one again. 20 so far, 20 runs.
The way I see it is the only way they can come back in the game is by picking a wicket. So Karthik has to be courageous. Look to pick that wicket. You're not saving these runs anymore unless you get one of these guys. If you get the back of Vivek Raj as probably a chance, just a wee bit of a chance to at least stay in the game. But if you're going to be darting balls like that, it's going to be a lot easier for the batter.
Absolutely. He doesn't like hitting 4s, just believes in those maximums. Is Vivek. 2 6s so far. Tries for the third one, doesn't connect it. It's a swing and a miss to end the over. 131 for 3.
The tires we race are the tires you buy. MRF.
Here we go, Salem Spartans lead another 34 to win. And making a big dent is this partnership. Kavin and Vivek, who's come in as an impact player, has launched 2 out of the ground. Just need 6 more of those to win this game. Quite capable really, Kavin and Vivek, to launch those big ones. But here comes Gurjapneet. He's the one who gave the initial breakthrough for Madurai. And that's what they need now. Great start. Perfect line and length, and that's the need of the hour. Somehow see the back of Kavin or Vivek to get back in the game.
It bothers me in this format when someone just defends the ball for a dot ball. The least you could do is get off strike. More sixes. Kavin in that, sorry, I beg your pardon, Vivek Raj in that list at number 3, 89 sixes. Sanjay Yadav 103, Aparajit 104 at the top.
Yeah, but what makes Vivek's record even more special is that he's managed to hit more sixes than fours. He's hit 77 fours and 89 sixes. He's like the Nicholas Puran of TNPL, Hemang.
He's a big boy. Seen him over the years where he's hit them really big. Doesn't really look to keep the ball down. He's always aerial, looking to go into the evening sky. And why not if you can hit them that big?
Yeah, now this is an interesting battle. Gurjapneet armed with that IPL CSK experience against Vivek, who's looking to launch each and every one into the crowd. That's really interesting. That's smart cricket over the keeper's head for a boundary. 4 more. And that's the 78th 4 that he's hit in his career.
He's got brute force. He's also got finesse. That's an unorthodox shot, but effective nonetheless. Gurjapneet was expecting him to go big, went to the slower ball, but Vivek Raj, smarter than that, was ready for this. Waited on the ball and played the scoop.
Just a really crucial partnership. 27 of just 14 balls. And now they need 29 to win from the next 27 deliveries. Vivek on strike, 17 of 7. Short ball, he'll have to bowl that again for sure. Gurjapneet tries the bouncer. Yeah, you don't have to be surprised, Gurjapneet. Just urging his captain to go for a review. And what Lal do is just lose that review, because it looked definitely a wide from here.
Run a ball is what they need now. All thanks to Vivek Raj, who's just come in and creamed a few sixes.
There's a slow one outside the off stump, and that's exactly where you need to bowl to him. It's the end of Vivek's exuberance. Atikur Rahman made no mistake whatsoever. Great catch in the end. A crucial breakthrough for the Panthers.
The slower ball again was the right ball to bowl to Vivek Raj. He likes pace on the ball. And nicely taken by Atikur Rahman. He's upset, but I'll tell you what, he's done his job. He's changed the momentum, and that's what his side needed at that point. Gone for 17, 137 for 4.
The tires we race are the tires you buy. MRF.
Sandhu, the new batter, has played 18 innings in his TNPL career, 316, a nice strike rate of 139.8. Comes to give some support to Kavin, and is here because of this. The slow one outside the off stump has done the trick. It's the end of some explosive 6 hitting. Vivek, who had to go. A nice catch from Atikur Rahman. Again a slower one, nicely done. Seems like the slow one's doing the trick here, and that's been the trend so far in this tournament.
Beautifully bowled. Back of the hand was early into the shot. Sunny Sandhu was looking for the on-pace ball. Here we go. It's the second game that we've got lined up for you. I Dreams Tirupur Tamilans versus Tentacle Dragons this evening. Sai Kishore versus Ravi Ashwin.
Yeah, just a few minutes really, right after this one. So don't go anywhere. It's the end of this one. 7 runs and a wicket off it. 138 for 4.
Salem Spartans.
ये तो भला हो अमेज़न प्राइम का। सिर्फ 399 में पूरे साल फ्री डिलीवरी के साथ जबरदस्त ऑफर्स भी मिलते हैं। नीचे रख।
जो दिल चाहे, it's on Amazon Prime. Unlimited free and fast delivery. Everyday offers. Shopping plans start at rupees 399 per year.
Your fixtures. Don't forget to pick up your tickets at the District.in app or website. Want to be part of all that action and all the cricket that's to.
Thank you, Shabani. It's going to be a humdinger, this one. As far as the Madurai Panthers are concerned, they'll think that they picked up the wicket of Vivek Raj at the right time, and that's given them a little bit of energy. And also given them a bit of hope as well.
Turn on offer, as we've seen. Morgan Ashwin has been getting a few of them to turn quite a bit. But Coven batting on 34. Sunny Sandhu's just come in. We know both of them can pack a punch. But as you mentioned, just a recent wicket of R. Vivek, who's going all guns blazing.
For a few minutes, it was Vivek Raj out here at this venue. It was good while it lasted.
Even though it's a quick fire 17, it does shift the momentum quite a bit. It seemed like Sika Madurai Panthers had a look in there. It's still a fairly comfortable situation. 24 runs off 20 balls. You would always back the batting side to pull this off with 6 wickets in hand. And there's the big shot from R. Coven, straight down the ground yet again to a leg spinner. It's a maximum.
Yeah, he's been it for a few sixes, this Morgan Ashwin. That's because whenever he's tried to bowl a bit slow through there, the batters have picked him up quickly enough. And they prefer the safest zones in the ground, straight down the ground. And that's why they've been successful.
Picking the right balls here is R. Coven, and they're not panicking the batters out there in the middle, and that's a good sight. Looking to take it deep and finish it in a strong manner and a solid manner. Nine runs off this over already. 1 ball left. Does Morgan Ashwin have a trick up his sleeve? Pulled away. Back-to-back sixes from the bat of R. Coven. 15 runs off that over. 153 for 4. Salem.
Dragging it short, the leg spinner, and that was hit with ferocity. Coven has been striking the ball well. He's taken his time and then he's decided
ये तो भला हो अमेज़न प्राइम का। सिर्फ 399 में पूरे साल फ्री डिलीवरी के साथ जबरदस्त ऑफर्स भी मिलते हैं। नीचे रख।
जो दिल चाहे, it's on Amazon Prime. Unlimited free and fast delivery. Everyday offers. Shopping plans start at rupees 399 per year.
To remove the batters isn't an easy task, and these catches have definitely helped. Ganesh with the gloves. That was an important one as well. Running back, put the dive in. His slip fielder was coming with him as well. Can be a distraction at times, but did well to hang on. Just 12 runs, 18 balls left. Should be a walk in the park, WV. Do they try to finish it in this over? Just in over and a half, not take it too deep?
A win first. They not yet reached the stage where you got to play for your net run rate. And given that they've never won here, they'll want to first notch of a victory here and hope that that trend will continue for a few weeks.
Surya Anand coming in for his third over. Bowled a brilliant first over, was taken for a couple of runs in his second. And now to bowl his third on debut. An opportunity. Can he pick up 1 or 2 wickets here? Throw a question mark in this game. Sunny Sandhu. There is protection out there in the deep, just a single. But absolutely, SKM Salem Spartans, as you mentioned, 5 games here chasing. They haven't won. They haven't won any games at all at this venue. So that would be a big plus and a great way to start off the season as well.
Yeah, once again, it looks like a target of 160 plus is going to be chased down. So sides batting first have got to reset the numbers and go after those numbers. Unless you go for them, you will not get them. You cannot be content with a moderate number in your heads when you start a match.
We've seen a couple of different approaches, WE. Some batting units have tried to go hard in the power play. Other batting units have done better through the middle overs. On this sort of a surface, what would your suggestion be, or what would you tell your team?
Watch the ball hit hard.
That's simple enough, it sounds like. Bit of a bouncer there, outside off stump to Sunny Sandhu. The batters have the option to review if they feel so. But a fairly simple equation here. 8 runs, 15 balls. 1s and 2s will do. A boundary here and there will get them there quicker, and that will help their net run rate as well. Pulling out some good variations is Surya Anand. He showed some promise, Surya Anand, in his very first TNPL game. It's a rare commodity to have a left-hander, left-arm pacer, plus a left-hand batter. Rare commodity. Inching closer here, the SKM Salem Spartans to a historic victory, which would be here in Coimbatore at this venue. Well, unfortunately, it's a no ball as well. An opportunity for a big hit for Sunny Sandhu. He likes to free his arms. The line belongs to the umpire. Sunny Sandhu hits a long ball. Where is he going now? Down the ground, leg side. Leg side. It's gone high in the air. Edges it and gets a 4. He went for the big shot, not where he was aiming, not his targeted area, but he gets 4 runs nonetheless. 18 gone, 162 for 4. It's a free hit, so you throw everything at it. And that outside edge, just taking it through. 1 bounce into the fence. 9 runs in this over. 106.
ये तो भला हो Amazon Prime का। सिर्फ 399 में पूरे साल फ्री डिलीवरी के साथ जबरदस्त ऑफर्स भी मिलते हैं। नीचे रख।
जो दिल चाहे, it's on Amazon Prime. Unlimited free and fast delivery. Everyday offers. Shopping plans start at rupees 399 per year.
50. Subramaniam Badrinath joins me in the comm box. Back of the hand, slower one from Gurjapneet to start things off.
Yeah, they have paced it well. Salem Spartans. The key was wickets. They kept wickets in hand. And when the time came, they have accelerated. Shanmugam, the coach of the Salem Spartans, still not happy. He wants to get the job done sooner the better, he says.
He's been there with his instructions through the game. Whether they're fielding or batting, he's been animated. But what does it mean to a team, Badri? They haven't won at this venue so far at all in the TNPL. To be so close, they're going to taste that victory. What would it mean to them?
Yeah, gave them a lot of confidence. Let's not forget it's a long tournament. First win is always crucial for the team. Make sure that you're doing the right things, you're playing the right combinations. Yeah, a lot of confidence.
Nicely driven. Scamper across. 2 runs now. Sunny Sandhu coming on strike. Does he go for a big one? Does he go for the single? Depends on the ball, I guess. They have the time. 9 balls left. Where do you feel the Sikkim Madurai Panthers? Oh, nicely flicked away. It's going to run away as well. Sunny Sandhu finishes it with the boundary. Nicely done by the SKM Salem Spartans. Plenty of contributions in this chase, and they win by 6 wickets.
First win for the Salem Spartans in Sridham Capital TNPL 2025. First win here in Coimbatore. It will mean a lot to them. They've got some fresh buys. They've got a new coach. They will be happy. They did their job with ball in hand, restricted the Sikkim Madurai Panthers to a score below par. They've come out with a professional performance with the bat. Another team that is chasing is winning. Sikkim Madurai Panthers will have a lot of things to talk about, to think about. They lost too many wickets in their middle overs. Bowlers didn't have enough. The Salem Spartans winning by 6 wickets.